Hey guys, Tyrip here bringing you a 2v2 today. We're on Belgorod. Actually spawning on the left we have Drazy playing as the Brits, who has mobile assault, least assault, and special weapons. Teaming up with him is ohmygod321 playing as Soviets and immediately going for tank hunter tactics. Unusual choice there. Happy Feet as OKW, who has elite armored, special operations and Overwatch, and finally SOMA also is OKW, who has Overwatch, elite armored and special operations. Looks like he's AFK at the moment. Not the best start there. Anyway, in terms of rankings, Drazy rank around 110. Oh my god, 80. Happy Feet around 40, and SOMA about in the 90s. So a bit of a ranking edge there for the Axis overall, but maybe offset by SOMA being AFK for the first 2 minutes. Standard start here for Drazy. Universal carrier coming in. Trying to hide away behind the bushes. Don't have to be quite as cautious against OKW since they don't have those early Fausts. Can afford to be a bit more aggressive with your universal carrier. Nice flank though by Drazy coming in from the side. And that's a full retreat from Happy Feet. Oh boy, this is not a good start for the Axis. Soma is finally mobilized. Only has one production building, so can only build his units so fast. Oof, really bad start here for the Axis because of this. Getting up to the north now though. Looks like Happy Feet going to go for the blob style. Not a bad idea if you're up against a super early light vehicle like this, and also go for the Raketin, which I do personally go for quite often against the universal carrier. We can see Drazy though not going for like an early tick into the Vickers upgrade. Oh, he has already got it. What was I looking at? I was just not paying attention. So, you know, with that Vickers, does so much damage. It kind of requires the Raketin to fight it off. So we're getting off to a rough start here, running into a bit of a brick wall. Big old flank coming in for Happy Feet though. Has to run into some sandbags, which is difficult. Do have the Raketin coming down here now though. Good lob overwhelm style. Raketin coming in from the side. Should be able to get one shot off. Might even be worth considering coming in a bit further with the Raketin before firing off that first shot. It's the universal carrier. Pretty small target size, quite prone to miss. Bit of chance of landing a second follow-up shot as well. Coming a bit closer in that kind of scenario, I think it was maybe justified. Good news is for Soma, so close to his retreat point, can keep going back out quite quickly and fighting strong. Got his tech truck out at the moment. So low on fuel though because of that terrible start for the Axis. Can't really do anything with it. Could have come out for a push with it though. Might have been an idea. Could have helped just like, circling around. Oh boy, but actually no. It wouldn't have worked at all because, oh my god, it's gone for anti-tank grenades this early on. Ooh, okay, that's a very unusual idea. Taking out some sandbags here, or trying to. What is going on there? That's 3 misses in a row? Is he trying to attack ground them? You can just actually attack them. You don't have to attack ground. Same with team weapons. And a couple patches ago, he's coming out with the 221. Not a good matchup though against the universal carrier. Gets upgraded to the 223. Got the Raketin back there though. 221 rounding the corner. Universal Carrier doesn't continue backing away, gets abandoned, takes an anti-tank grenade though from the engineers and could go down to the small arms fire now. Probably will in fact. Still a pretty even trade I'd say overall. In fact maybe even slightly in Happy Feet's favour, considering all the munitions Drazy had to spend. So yeah, it's a reasonable trade. Double battle group for the Axis out the back there. Understandable. Gonna go for a rebuild on that Happy Feet. He's not gone for mechanized yet though. Already got bolster on these sections also. Has locked into mobile assault by the way to get a squad of those recovery sappers. Bit of wire off, but wire is a bit too close to the heavy cover, so not the best execution on that. Okay, Drazy has ticked AEC, hasn't started production on it though. Does have the resources for quite some time in fact. More sandbags coming up, but these ones could be used by Happy Feet, not quite as effective. Still has to push out into this death zone. And still very strong territory control for the Allies. Axis haven't managed to recover from SOMA being AFK for the first 2.5 minutes. Maybe it was even slightly longer, maybe it's closer to 3. 221 though is pretty effective against the Brits since they don't have snares on the sections. But that does cause Drazy to build the AEC to try and counter this now, so Happy Feet gonna have to be on his toes and hasn't upgraded to the 223 yet, so doesn't have the radio or vehicle detection, so won't see that AEC coming on the tactical map. So maybe just get completely overwhelmed by the AEC just driving forwards. Okay, commandos deployed out the back here, gonna come in for a bit of a flank. Flamethrower Royal Engineer working nicely here. Do start with a grenade on cooldown, so can't go for a wipe on that. Decent idea, I think, here from SOMA, trying to push down onto this side. Try to fight a bit more compact. That way you can make use of these team weapons a bit more effectively for the Axis. But oh well, here comes that AEC. One shot. No vet. Oh, but he misses the follow-up. Definitely should have chased in there. At least for like another, maybe 20 range or so before stopping for the shot to actually fire. So, pretty good fortune there for Happy Feet, or maybe a slight misplay by Drazy. A lot of brains going through on these sections now. It's going to make it a lot harder for all these Volksgrenadiers. Almost none of them, the Axis, are upgraded at the moment. So they can't really fight back against the bolster sections at all. And look at this, a fast tier 4 just immediately for, oh my god, he's pretty close to a T-34 already. 10 minutes into the game.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
223 now coming forwards. Maybe vehicle detecting that. I think it's got a range of about 80 on the 223, so might be able to just spot it back there.
A capture point is being overrun.
Pairing it up though first, doesn't want to get taken down by that Raketin. Bit of damage in here, and I believe you do get an accuracy bonus, Vet 1 on this. So it does boost up the damage. First star of Vet does matter quite a lot. Empire's forcing this back, combining with the Raketin, but never put away the sweeper, so was doing almost no damage to the infantry. A little misplay there by Happy Feet. Axis seem to be stabilizing now, recapturing around half of the map. But Drazy should be able to just completely overwhelm down the bottom. It's gone for a mortar though. It's a bit of a slow play. Two machine guns, but should be able to sneak around those with the brenned up commandos. Don't really need the mortar that much. T-34 coming through. We do have a Raketin for both the Axis though, so not completely defenseless against this. Still going to be difficult. And it's a lot of infantry there for SOMA going for the officer at this stage. A little bit strange to go for the officer like this late. So he's about 4 1/4 command points. Putting down his tech very close to the obers. I think I'll be holding on for those at this stage.
Officer, ready to be deployed. Infantry attacking in force.
Is there a Bren on that? Why isn't it firing? Reloading or something. I don't know, that's weird. Oh, big hit there from the T-34. Announces his presence. Probably going to have to be a second Raketin now for SOMA. Opting for that now. Drazy though, having gone for the AEC, both of the side techs for his sections. It'll be a lot slower getting his medium tank on the field. Ooh, it looked like he was in Faust range there. Where was the Faust? Definitely could have got a Faust off. If he then could have forced this combat engineer to retreat, it would have been quite slow getting repairs on this T-34 where it couldn't move around too much either. I would have gone for the Faust there, even though he's pretty low on munitions. It's still worth the effort. Screwing forwards, 223 up to Vet 2 now. Some pretty nasty damage. Baiting him down to these STG folks. Applying a good amount of bleed. Don't remember if that conscript had the 7-man upgrade yet or not. Overall, seems like the AEC has been quite inactive and quite ineffective against the 223 as well. In fact, could even go down here. Faust, Raketin not spinning around for a second shot. Could go for some attack rounds, but Happy Feet not opting for that. He's got the Sternfire Shrek there though. And that should be able to finish the job. Got a couple of squads coming through. But the Shrek connects. Well done there by Happy Feet. Clumsy AEC usage from Drazy though. That was overall throughout the entire match. Very poor AEC utilization. That's what's allowing the Axis to grind their way back into this one now, I'd say. But Drazy pretty close to a medium tank if that's what he wants to go for next. Defeat has not started his second stage of tech yet, so still very far away from a medium tank himself. Could be a decent timing to go for a Centaur in this kind of spot. You know your opponent's medium is so far away. Uh-oh. Oh, boys. A second Raketin coming in here. T-34 maybe overcommitting. Got a Raketin coming down for SOMA as well. It's going to be the end of the T-34. Looks likely. Wow. Well, kind of just showing you how big of a deal it is to get your vehicle snared. As soon as these vehicles are beginning snared, they've been going down. Got to control them more carefully to avoid that. It's a rebuild on the T-34 for Oh My God, which I think is a wise choice. Still needs it kind of to control the edges. I wonder if we're going to be seeing a B4. We don't have a big off-map in this commander, though, maybe you could go for the Panzer Commander, drop in the artillery off that to help knock out that howitzer. But yeah, overall, it feels like Drazy should have been doing a bit more with what he's got than he has been so far. Just coming in for a bit of a flank. There you go, all SOMA's team weapons. 223 joining in on the fun though. And there's the Cromwell for Drazy. It's the safe choice. Doesn't have an anti-tank gun yet himself, so maybe understandable. Flame Royal Engineers doing some big damage here. Getting suppressed ultimately though. And you can see that Happy Feet doesn't want to retreat that, wants to keep that on the field so that the Cromwell is in check. Second Raketen over here as well. Engineers getting forced away there. Okay, got some radio science activated by SOMA. Trying to catch these allies unaware. Ooh, catches himself unaware though. Sternpires go down to the T-34 up there. It's got repairs on hand as well, so bit of a tough start there for SOMA. So he's using this slight out of combat move speed boost on that to head up to the north. Officer providing sight, I think, of the Cromwell back there for the Raketen. You have, I think, 50 sight on that Sturm officer, very long range sight. Which, you know, does make it a lot easier to use your Raketen. It's kind of similar to the Jaeger Lights. So maybe that's why SOMA decided to go for it instead of stalling for the Obers. Easier use of the double Raketens to counter the fast mediums of Oh My God. Reasonable idea. A lot of float for Oh My God at the moment. He's not upgraded all of his conscripts. He's 7-man yet. Maybe he's trying to hold out. Maybe he wants to go for a PTRS con or two. But you don't want to upgrade that before your opponent has vehicles. Okay, he's calling in the PTAB. Doesn't really do too much. The Rakens get out of there, and the Bren Mandos are the ones actually killing the MG. These are, you know, they're decent against infantry, not incredible. No frag bombs. Good against buildings and tanks for sure. Flak base covering the cut-off as well, so that push doesn't end up doing too much. Man, the Bren's just going to town. Vet 3 on those sections now. He's just straight up right clicked on this, and they get baited into the machine gun. Into, you know, like right click and then hit stop so you don't chase in like that. Good Molotov, but the Raketens are staying on the field. Happy Feet knows that he needs them there. Oh, and a land mattress coming in for Drazy. I think it was a pretty good idea. You know, the Axis are leaning pretty heavily on their team weapons at the moment. Could get some pretty good hits with that. I'm generally not a big land mattress man. More of a mortar pit connoisseur. Land mattress coming through, firing into the fog, a lot of scatter, a little bit of damage, not too incredible, 1 kill. There's medium tank out for the Axis now for SOMA, Panzer IV. Happy Feet also got one in production. Set up the 223 on the fuel point now as well, so boosting up his fuel income quite massively. Doubling the fuel income from that sector. As for trying to get this decruise, this meanwhile connecting and penetrating with every shot, big damage. Got a howitzer coming up for Oh My God at this stage. Does have this, so it's got decent anti-tank. Spent some munitions. Okay, he's going for 7-man on 1 more conscript. Still leaving the door open for PTRSs on this one though. Some overs out now for Happy Feet also. Gonna help fight back against those infantry sections with the Brens. Still was quite a tough matchup though before the Obus hit Vet 2. So Drazy's still got a period of dominance ahead of him. Ooh, again, oh my god, running into the Raketans. Double Raketans in this angle. It's down quite quickly. Got the B4 coming down now though. Minor damage. Good suppression as well from that. Got a lot of scatter from the B4 overall. 0 kills though. Get some more rain down. Maybe hoping he could force some retreats into it, but it doesn't work out. So yeah, no surprise it's been spoiled. B4 is on the field. No to expect to dodge that. And now with, oh my god, no T-34. He's actually a little bit vulnerable for this B4 getting pushed. He hasn't put down any mines to guard it yet either. I think if you're building a howitzer, you kind of just have to have enough munitions to plant like 3 mines on the most common avenues close to it. You just have to allocate that, both in terms of munis and time, to put them down. And if you know that you're going to be building a howitzer, that's part of your plan. Start getting the mines down early before the howitzer, especially if you have to stall for a little bit to save the resources for it. Start getting those mines down. Booby trap going off down the bottom there, I think. Now up to Vet 1. That mattress is ready to fire again. Bremandos, I feel like they've been quite slow to vet so far. If they had a bigger vet advantage, maybe he would be doing slightly better. But the Bremandos, they do match up, you know, reasonably well. Oh, get Cromwell there. Oh, both Raketans connecting. Is this going to be a land mattress barrage? Raketan's already on the run. Not entirely sure what that's about. Maybe he thought that the Crom was trying to bait for a land mattress barrage. Not sure. And the land mattress being this far down, it's quite vulnerable, just getting pushed and killed. Probably would be safer close to the center, where his teammate can also assist defending it. And that way, if you want a barrage, you know, you've got more targets available to you. You don't just have to focus the bottom sector of the map. He's dropping in the artillery on that mortar, gets out of there quite quickly. Got a long time that land mattress has been cooled down and hasn't been firing for. It's not really acceptable when, you know, there's so much for it to be barraging and you're losing territory control at the moment. PTRS conscripts waiting around the corner here. Camouflage. They'll force away the officer so they don't get revealed early. I think it's got a 10 detection range on the conscripts. So mid detection range, longer than the sniper, but not shorter than the B4. Ooh, man. Couple of kills there. Quite a lot of vet. I don't know if the B4's veterancy is that impactful though, really. Okay, Raketan getting decrewed over here. Got the Firefly here as well. Land mattress coming down. Kind of in the center. Oh boy, getting some big hits there. Both the team weapons decrewed monster land mattress all of a sudden up to 10 kills. Looks like he's not able to stop the recon on the Raketan though. Why is he retreating the Bremandos and the sections so early? Really need to stop that Raketan from getting away. And instead, all of these team weapons perhaps going to get recruited here by Happy Feet. This is a massive mistake from Drazy. I don't know why he was playing so passively with his infantry that was still so healthy. I don't think that was suppressed or anything. It's a big, big misplay. Looks like the officer going to pick that up. Does the officer give bonus sight on the machine gun? I'm not sure if that's like a officer squad specific thing or if it's based on the models. I don't think I've ever really done it. maybe previously you couldn't even achieve it. Try to check that at some stage. Got a mine down here. Bremando's about to run into it. Or not. Slightly off to the side. Making use of their camouflage. That was close to vet 1. Bremando's close to vet 2. But man, they've been so slow vetting up. Maybe because he's just retreating them so early on. The stolen MG34 back here, slightly out of the edge of the VP range though, so not fully covering it. Grenade out. With an ambush. Ober's kind of come off to the side, throw the grenade into the retreat path as well. Going to be a big connection. Triggers his own mine with that though. Cromwell coming down. Got a kid mobilizing. Cromwell not facing this direction. So he doesn't have the hull gun firing, so he's missing out quite a lot of his DPS. And here comes the Panzer IV and a rebuilt Raketen for Happy Feet as well. It's a rebuilt one. Did he manage to recruit both of them? Maybe he recruit both of them. Brent though ripping into that Raketen quite quickly. Switch focus fire across though to this squad. After he dropped a model means that he probably wasn't right clicking on them. Just letting the auto fire and auto selecting their own target, and remember that does go on a model by model basis. Oh boy. Okay, T-34 goes down, but PTR's conscripts around in the corner. They're very clumped up though. Panzer IV could knock them out quite easily. And yeah, they're not going to be able to get the kill thanks to that. Big hits. Incendiary grenades. Sturm officer though does go down to the flamer. SOMA maybe not paying attention to that. And a second B4 coming up. Oh my god, he still doesn't have like any mines really guarding this. This is not good. Hopefully now he's got 2 of them. So that's a bit of a defensive effort on them. And triggered by that. Here comes the Lamb Mattress. He's got 2 of them here in fact. Lamb Mattress overshooting though. Raketen's coming in. Oh, that could be the end of the Sturm piles. No chase down by the Cromwell though. And Mattress getting focused by the Raketen. Backing away now though. Sturm piles do go down. Conscripts coming through the centre. Had the section in the trench there as well. Oof, so quite a lot of losses for the Axis, but they definitely have stabilised their territory control quite strong. Close the VP gap a bit as well. B4 onto the machine gun back there. The thing with the B4 though is its rate of fire is so slow. Very hard for it to actually connect for more than one hit these days. So I think I actually prefer the ML20 to the B4, and that's saying something. It's played with the B4 quite a bit before I went to GCS3. And I'm not really enjoying using it, honestly. Don't really like it that much. But yeah, the Allies really struggling for territory control. Oh my god, not really getting too much done with his T-34s. Because we know that it's really been allowing the Axis to turn the corner. And the B4 is not really just having that much of an impact. There are 2 kills each. Such a long period of time. Oh, here we go though. Panzer IV in some trouble. Firefly could maybe get the kill on it. He's going to lose sight, however. Oh, bounce? Was that a bounce? Boy, what are the odds of that? Extremely low. Oh boy, Cromwell engine crit, but good smoke on the Raketen. Raketen hanging on by a thread. We got the Firefly there, but not really defending. How is that Raketen still alive? Mortar shell lands over there. And after the Lamb Mattress now got the second Raketen rolling in. The Firefly's there connecting. Panzer IV's going to go after them though, popping the heat shells. With damage in from the walking Stuka on that tank as well. Maybe could have swung the engagement if the Panzer IV did dive after it. But good pick off there by Happy Feet. Cromwell down. Oh, this B4 is doing 7 kills, 2 kills still on this one. Comes another land mattress, but they're not defended at all. Bit of infantry coming forwards and could actually kill both of these here. Throws off the smoke. There we go. One of them down to the racket and the other one getting decrewed very quickly. Oh, the Blencorp working really, really well. He kills both of them, loses a fault screen in the process, but overall I'd say that's a great trade for Happy Feet. He's got a lot of resources as well. Is he going to go for the Sturm Tiger? I think that was supposed to not be in all chat. But yeah, it's kind of Drazy's own fault. You know, he had them quite close to the front lines, no defense. Easy for Happy Feet to just run up there and kill. Oh no, he's not going for the Sturm Tiger, he's going for the King Tiger. That could even close the show. Got the Firefly, it's already got a bit of vet, but no anti-tank guns to back this up. Doesn't have the tulip rockets yet either. I think a pretty good option when you're up against the heavy tanks especially. Out the back. Once again though, not really hitting too much. I think one of the power plays you can do with this commander is, you know, these PTAB bombs are pretty good against the OKW trucks. So maybe it would have been a good option to maybe just use both the B4s to target one of these tech trucks and then drop the PTABs on them after saving up some munitions. Probably wouldn't result in a kill on the tech trucks. Pretty good walking Stuka out the back there, kills the Zis. Got another T-34 coming in for ohmygod. I think there's some misplay at this stage. So far we've seen ohmygod321's T-34 control quite bad. Kind of needs an SU-85 at this stage, I feel. He's got the B4s, enough infantry to hold off SOMA's infantry. Kind of needs to help his teammate against this King Tiger. Smoke covering the Firefly, goes to the attack ground, missing though. Misses again.
What do you need? We are bleeding, comrade.
This tech truck looks like it's in base, so that one couldn't really get targeted. It's only this one down here. Or the mechanized trucks, which are both out in the open. Okay, there we go. Firefly getting another shot in. Halfway to Vet 3 now. Gone for a second Firefly as well. Does have one section upgrade with the Pyrotechnics. Could be an idea to get a second section upgrade with them as well. He does have the medics back at base, so doesn't really need the healing anymore. Because having sight against the King Tiger is one of your greatest assets. By the incendiary grenade though, very slow on the dodge for that.
Enemy causing trouble.
Big damage to the fault screen is. Where are they going? Looks like maybe someone's forgotten about that. Could get wiped on retreat now. T-34 coming in from the side. Firefly backing all the way out though. Should be getting a couple hits in here. Going back in now though. There we go. Could be an idea to get another squad of commandos as well. Just try use them as a stealth recon squad against the King Tiger. Because the King Tiger with the Panzer Commander upgrade on it, just a real handful. Very, very hard to deal with all that sight. Can't really sneak up on it at any stage, and out sight ranges your own pyrotechnic sections once he gets that spearhead mode going, so makes it very, very hard to defeat. It's kind of where stealth units are in the element, and there's so many craters around. You can probably Used them quite effectively. Big walking Stuka barrage there. I don't know how he knew that the Maxim was back there. I don't know when he scouted that. So base howitzer fire down the bottom. Ren on the ground. Ober's going to pick up a second LMG now. That's not good news for Drazy.
Ready to go.
Really having trouble with these Fireflies. Constantly out of position with them at the moment. Coming back in now for the KT. Still have to penetrate it though, and they are failing to do that, that's for sure. Obers go down the center though to a B4 shot, I believe it was. Very, very cautious with these Fireflies though. Just slightly out of range. Makes us have very long VPs. Big hits from the King Tiger. Another bounce though. Running pretty bad on those Firefly penetrations. What's the Firefly's max range pen? I think it's about 230, isn't it? It was a little bit higher than SU-85. Okay, well, coming around, maybe looking for a bit of a flank on these double Fireflies. They're both still healthy at the moment. Got enough for a PTAB bombing strike now for ohmygod, so he might be looking to get some RAM value. In fact, I'd say RAM into PTAB is probably better than RAM into rockets these days. PTAB comes through slightly faster. Oh no! Oh, that is really unfortunate retreating into that. Shield rockets connecting. Oh boy, but here comes the Panzer IV on the flank. We've got the Jagdpanzer there, but that gets stunned by the shield rockets. Oh boy, Firefly down. He's getting caught on the VP flag. Where's he going? What's he doing? He's not backing away anymore. Got the radio silence activated now as well. Drazy trying to get away. The kitten gets decrewed. Panzer IV though finishes the job on the Firefly. And he's sticking around for the kill on the land mattress as well. Now, ohmygod trying to get something going. He's coming down here. He's already used the PTABs on something. I don't know what it was. Doesn't look like he killed any tanks with it. B4 slamming home some damage, but Drazy just got annihilated there. Both Fireflies down. It was a good push from Happy Feet. As soon as that Jagdpanzer hit, he just went in for the kill, and he got the result as well. I think Drazy just not really that comfortable with the Firefly usage. Constantly either too far back or too far forwards. Doesn't seem to have a good handle on how to, you know, screen for stuff with his infantry and positioning. Doesn't look comfortable in that. Still though, access very long VPs. I think the Allies could pull this off. ohmygod still pretty much has pop cap limit here. Could even maybe consider putting down a munitions cache or something like that, because I think we need to see a ram into PTAB on the King Tiger for the kill to turn this one around. Oh, well, maybe not. SOMA just sitting in front of the anti-tank gun there. Goes down. I'll go for the walking Stuka barrage on that next now, though. Wow! What is these? These walking Stuka barrages. What is this? Monster shots there. Both go down. Oh man, that is really, really bad for the Allies. Goes for an SU-85 to replace those losses. Tiger making the push, and now he's got the spearhead mode. There's a sight range from this. It's just so busted. Look at that, man. I hate that, man. I hate that. Spearhead, you know, it's pretty strong in the first place, but then the fact that the sight from the commander gets multiplied by the spearhead bonus just makes it overpowered. It's Gives you an extra 5 sight range. This is crazy, crazy sight.
SU-85 tank destroyer ready.
Okay, got the B4s back here. About ready to rumble. Keep them coming up to the north. T-34 is quite far away though. And here come the tanks for Happy Feet. Pushing into the centre. Good close range B4 connection there. A little bit of damage to the Panzer IV. He's coming through though, maybe looking to kill off these B4s, but SU-85's there. Conscript's going to get the snare off. One more shot, that Panzer IV's dead. He did manage to drop some artillery down on that though. The B4s might go down. King Tiger's still there. SU-85 does outrange it. B4 connecting. Was that direct fire? Yeah, he's using the direct fire mode. Those shells land quite a lot faster. Lower trajectory on them. T-34 goes in for a ram and penetrates the Panzer IV. That should go down now. Maybe not. Vision getting blocked by the smoke from the wreck. SU-85 not chasing in for the kill here either. Meanwhile, what has Drazy been up to? He's got a lot of resources for a vehicle. Hasn't built anything.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Okay, another Firefly. I think that's a reasonable choice. I'd go for Hammer, by the way. Don't know if we saw any war speed activations. We've got Rage Silence active for SOMA. Spearhead suppression on the hull gun coming in there. Might be able to just charge it on the B4 here. B4's ready to fire again though. Does that direct fire have a faster cooldown? He's going to go for a shot. Goes for it slightly deeper though, connecting over here. Might be able to force the squad to retreat into it. Stuka Barrage kind of running into it with the combat engineers. Goes off to the side though, not actually going to get the kill. And it's looking pretty grim for the Allies now. Kind of pegged back almost into their base sector at the moment. They're really going to need to pick something off to try and make this comeback. Oh, Drazy did rebuild. Oh yeah, he lost it over here. I forgot about that. I was going to say he did rebuild that land match at some stage, but got pushed by the Panzer IV after he lost both the Fireflies. I forgot about that. WSU-85s and a mine triggered. They're coming in, hoping for the kill. Picking them off. Panzer IV blitzing forwards. SU-85's back off though. Maybe scared of the out of control Panzer IV. King Tiger meanwhile just blasting out hits. 22 kills so far. Nearly getting the wipe there as well. WSU-85's coming down now. Just have some screening infantry, the PTRS conscripts. Clumsy using them and moving them around on the focus sight mode. Oh, there go the Sturmpos. That's actually pretty good. These tanks do require some repairs. Refeed doesn't have a huge amount of munitions to use the emergency repairs either. 635 spinning around. Here come the double rockets though. They're both... No, they've deactivated the focus sight mode, but they're getting caught on the VP flag. So they will get away fast enough. Ooh, missed the killing blow on the Panzer IV. Good fortune there for Happy Feet. Was firing on the move though. Pretty good chance of missing those at that range. Ooh, direct hit almost, but it just doesn't have the impact, does it? Doesn't have the wiping power. I don't know. I don't really like it before. Oh, he's got the heat shells equipped. And just 2 shots the SU-85 thanks to that bonus damage. Slight mistake getting caught on the trees, and that's all it takes. Target with the heat shells. Spearhead mode. Bonus sight. So hard to deal with. Working overtime up here. Conscripts be roaring in, hoping to get the anti-tank grenade assault going. Okay, commandos sneaking onto the VP down there. Firefly though taking some big damage and he war speeds out. Once again though, he needs to consider where he's reversing to. He's getting stuck on the trees heading up in this direction. King Tiger chased there, maybe could have got caught. Tiger. It's been a little bit slower to vet though once he hit vet 2. Pretty close to vet 3 now though. I think it's vet 4 when you get the blitz again, right? Strips looking for the Molotov, I think. It was a vet 5. Ooh, no they're not, they're dead. There we go, that's the I think that's like the first actually good B4 hit I've seen so far. I think we did see one other white from it, but that was on like a over those 3 models, already well under half health. Doesn't get any AoE suppression going on these squads though, so allies do have to fall back from the center. Mando's heading through the middle, but getting caught by the Panzer IV on their way across. Decent grenade though into retreat. Firefly repaired back up. Getting some good hits in though. Yak Panzer's there. Firefly hitting vet 2. Can't cap though. Too much firepower for the Axis, and got a stranglehold on the north as well. Yak Panzer in that cautious movement. Such a nuisance. So hard to handle. Looks like SOMA got a call on the Command Panther now. That's what he's been stalling for. Happy Feet meanwhile rebuilding the Obers. Panzer coming forwards. They finish off the S-285, but the Firefly's there. Does have the bonus health of Vet 2, but Firefly does have 200 damage. Oh, look at that shot from the heat shells, King Tiger. Charging ahead here. Oh boy. The kitten pushing down here, catches the S-285. Destroys it completely. Walking Stuka barrage back here, it looked like as well. No, that's on cooldown. 37 kills on that, by the way, compared to the B4's 15. And I think the B4's been on the field for about 10 minutes longer, so shows the differential in effectiveness. So I think someone's been running pretty hot on that beat on the walking Stuka, have to say it.
With 25 points left.
25 VPs left for the Allies here. They're doing their best trying to cap down the south, but boxed out by that King Tiger. They're going to move in the north though. Close range walking Stuka with the napalm. It's the neutralize, but I don't think he's going to be able to stand in that fire for too much longer.
We have only 10 points remaining.
Somehow got the neutralize, but did cost him his commandos in the process. T-34 coming in for the ram, and here come the PTABs. This is what I was talking about. That's exactly what the Allies needed. Panzer IV blitzing in, looking for the Firefly kill. The Firefly stops in place again, allows the Jagdpanzer to finish the job. God calling the GG. 4 points left. They're not quite out of this one yet. Everything's neutral. But could you imagine if maybe the Firefly got an extra shot or two on the Panzer IV? Instead of just stopping in place and dying to the Jagdpanzer? It could be a completely different circumstance at this stage. 380 tank grenade, did he? Well, he did, but maybe not. Maybe that was the Piet I heard bouncing earlier. With the capture here, got the Command Panther in the north. No S-285 anymore for oh my god, but he's got his Zis up here. Panther's not much help against that. Doesn't have machine guns on either of his tanks either, which I think is a pretty big mistake. Especially when we've got 400 or so munitions. Doesn't have any STGs on this extra fault screen here as well, which is a little bit strange. He's kind of on the other side of the map from the player with the Bren, so it's not really likely he's going to pick one up. Oh my god, those 2 attack rounds into the smoke. Big oof. Section goes down there. Oh boy, T-34. Going to take a snare. Jagdpanzer coming through. And I think that's going to do for the Allies. Can't come back from that. Filtration grenades. I think that's the first utilization I've seen of them so far, but the monster hits. Can't hold on to the VP. T-34 on the north clearing things off, but not enough. So yeah, GG. Good comeback there from the Axis after being AFK SOMA for the first, what was it, 2.5, 3 minutes. Still wasn't enough. I think ultimately Drazy just wasn't comfortable enough with the Firefly utilization. Going for the double land mattresses as well and then getting them killed by that push from Happy Feet. At that point, it was very hard for us to make a comeback. And yeah, overall the B4s, you know, he's using them pretty effectively, but they're just not as good as general rocket artillery, I feel. Yeah, it's sad to see the B4 in this state, but it's both not that good and not that fun to use either, so oh well. Yeah, I would like to see a bit more PTAB usage for Oh My God, maybe, you know, for like a base push, truck kill kind of scenario with the double B4s. If they both barrage and the PTAB dropped in, I think it's pretty much like a guaranteed kill on Schwer, but doesn't have anything to provide sight for that, I suppose. But yeah, either way, GG. Well played by the Axis. I think overall just superior control from them in the late game. Good tenacity coming back from such a huge deficit. Well, anyway, guys, wrapping that. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.